Good afternoon. Welcome to another bulletin of CityCast. This is Rakshita Kumar.
And I am Rishika Kashyap. Here are our top headlines of the day. After the High Court ruling on hijab, many students say they may have to drop out. Our reporter Rakshita Kumar brings you the story.
After the ban on hijab in schools and colleges, women who are not comfortable attending classes without hijab plan to drop out.
To suddenly tell us that we no more can wear it in an educational institution, I'm still shocked, to be honest. I cannot attend classes without the hijab. I'm glad some girls are appealing in Supreme Court, otherwise I don't know. I will have to drop out probably.
Women are arguing that banning hijab is not only discriminatory but also a setback for their right to freedom of expression and religion. The families say they are scared for their daughters' education, as some Islamic families consider hijab to be an essential part of their women's attire.
I am scared for her safety and education now. It's her choice if she wants to wear a hijab or not, but the government banning something a girl wants to wear is outrageous.
Legal scholars and human rights lawyers say this is not for the court to decide, but the choice of a woman to wear it or not.
I completely have my faith in the Supreme Court, where the Honorable High Court has erred in its judgment. I mean, if for a girl it is fundamental to her values, to her freedom of expression, that she has to wear that headscarf, if you're going to stop her from doing so, she will drop out.
While court has considered hijab to be a non-essential part of Islam, women who practice it seem to be uncomfortable without it. The Supreme Court has ordered to hear the plea regarding the Karnataka High Court verdict later this month. This is Rakshita Kumar reporting for CityCast. More women are investing in cryptocurrencies. Our reporter Snehi Shah finds out that they are active in the trading spaces too.
Crypto wallets and platforms see a surge in their female user base. A crypto exchange says that its women user base has grown 3,000 times in the last 4 years.
The new women that have started investing in cryptocurrency, that has increased around 130% on a year-on-year basis. Approx 250k plus investors are investing in cryptocurrency on Bitcoin. Age group of 18 to 35 dominates the female user base. Women from Karnataka constitute more than 30% of the women users on our platform.
She adds that women realize that crypto is an asset of the future. An investor talks about her experience with cryptocurrency investing.
When I invested around 2 lakh rupees on crypto, my return was around 15 to 20,000 for cryptocurrency because it gives way much higher returns than SBI FDs or mutual funds or any equity.
Experts say that women are more calculative in their investment decisions as compared to men.
Women overall have been very shy when it comes to investing. But what generates their interest is the fact that there are ways through which money can grow. Women are not really risk averse, they are risk aware. Women are directly concentrating their money on cryptocurrencies. As new asset classes will emerge, as inflation increases, people are going to realize that securities which are giving higher returns is something they have to resort to.
She says that the trend of women participation in the crypto market is only going to grow. This is Snehisha reporting for CityCast.
Karnataka is the first state to implement national education policy, but government schools lack basic infrastructure. Our reporter Apeksha Priya talks to students and brings you the story.
The Unified District Information System for Education shows 66% of government schools do not have functional computers. Government schools have not taken measures to introduce new subjects like coding, vocational training, and others that are required to be under NEP.
Not separate teacher. What we are teaching the subject now, we only handling the computers also. Occasional training and fooding and all in the school we don't have. Most probably in the coming years, maybe they are going to start.
Students say they don't have new teachers appointed.
If we ask about coding and all, no, here no coding. We should learn coding to our future, everyone. Now in this generation, no computer means no life.
The Education Department says they are supporting the process.
We have provided funds and whatever is required to almost all the government schools in Bangalore. It now depends on them how they are using it. We are anyways doing it for the future of the children.
School administration, on the other hand, says that if provided with proper support, they would be able to progress more and implement NEP successfully. This is Apeksha Priya reporting for CityCast.
We take a short break. On the other side, we tell you why international travel has become expensive.
Welcome back. Passengers are spending more on international travel as tickets become expensive. Our reporter Shreyashi Mukherjee brings you the story.
Fare for international travel has increased by 63% due to the decrease in the number of flights during the pandemic.
As soon as Australia lifted the border restrictions, I decided to bring my wife back who was stuck in India. The ticket prices were so expensive. The least ticket that I could buy that time was around 2 lakhs, and I had no option but to get that.
People are only booking flights for emergencies and not for holidays.
जिनको जरूरत है, स्टूडेंट हैं, जिनको जॉब है, या किसी फैमिली को मिलने जाना.
International Civil Aviation Organization says that air travel in 2022 is down by 33% compared to pre-pandemic times. Airlines operating from India said that 48% of their flights are running empty.
Since the supply of flights have just increased, clearly from a very basic economic viewpoint, this should push down the price. From the other side, the restrictions have also been lifted, the restrictions for traveling, which means that more people are going to travel and that's going to increase the flight prices.
Reports state that international flights could get cheaper by 40% in the coming months as India has lifted the ban on international commercial flights. This is Shreyashi Mukherjee reporting for CityCast.
Many people turn to social media for advice on mental health. Our reporter Vinaya finds out that this could be a dangerous practice.
Studies show that more people are consuming content related to mental health on social media. Exposure to this unfiltered user-generated content leads to users developing mental health anxiety.
I use Instagram quite a lot, and at times I see these posts popping up in my feed relating to mental health and self-care. And I remember this one time seeing a post which says 8 signs your depression is back. And when I swiped through all those symptoms, I actually felt like I have all those. It actually got to me in a panic situation. The thing is, I see such posts on a daily basis.
Mental health experts say such posts are harmful because it leads to people self-diagnosing. Mindless content on serious mental health conditions often takes away the seriousness of the issue.
Mental health has become a very casual thing. Everybody is depressed and everybody is anxious. A lot of self-help guides given also online. You need the insight, you need the knowledge of the thing. Only thing a mental health professional can do. Social media and all of it can be toxic.
Social media is an unfiltered space. Therefore, it is important to be careful about the content you consume, especially when it is related to sensitive topics like mental health. This is Vinaya reporting for CityCast from Bengaluru.
Public hospitals in Bengaluru are not transgender friendly. Our reporter Rishika Kashyap tells you more about this.
According to a 2017 transgender policy by the state government hospitals in Karnataka must have separate washrooms for the transgender. While some people from the community are okay without these washrooms, female to male trans require separate washrooms.
They are the very much vulnerable community within the community.
Hospitals in the city say that they do not have enough funds for building these washrooms. Several trans activists submitted a request to the Chief Minister for better access to toilets. However, it was to no avail.
The transgender community has requested a survey to find out how many hospitals in the city have separate washrooms. CityCast approached the Women and Child Department. They refused to comment. This is Rishika Kashyap reporting for CityCast, Bengaluru.
We will be back after a short break.
Welcome back to CityCast. Over the years, Bengaluru has seen a decline in the number of migratory birds. Our reporter Shubhangi Mishra tells you more about this.
Ornithologists believe that due to change in habitat, lake encroachments, hunting, most migratory birds choose to migrate to other places rather than to Bengaluru.
Some species like bar-headed goose, you don't find so many here. That is very likely because these bar-headed goose need agricultural fields to feed in. And now in a city like Bangalore, you don't have that kind of habitat. That species will not be able to come in the winter in Bangalore.
In a partnership between 10 governmental and non-governmental organizations, State of India's Bird 2020 report shows that migratory birds have declined by 50% in the long term.
Water birds have declined by something like around 80% over the past couple of decades, and the species which have been hit perhaps the most are the species which live on the shoreline of water bodies.
Birdwatchers also say that India lacks in monitoring and tracking the range of bird species. This makes it difficult to figure out the early warnings of a species decline in the country. Environmentalists believe that without large number of birds coming to the city, insects and pests cannot be in natural control.
City grew, it just started encroaching on all the wetlands. The government has never notified the wetlands and protected them.
In order to bring migratory birds back in the city, the lakes and the wetlands should be redeveloped. This will provide natural vegetation to the birds and help them migrate to the city strongly. This is Shubhangi Mishra reporting for CityCast Bengaluru.
Bamboo artisans in the city are worried as the business is going down. Our reporter Arunima Bharadwaj talks to them and brings you the story.
The business for bamboo artisans in the city has not recovered even after 2 years. Artisans say that they have never experienced such a low demand.
20,000, 25,000 business ಆಯ್ತು ಈಗ 2,000, 3,000.
India has 30% of the world's bamboo resources. However, it is only able to tap 1/10 of it, contributing to only 4% share of its global market.
We used to buy mats and basket, but from last few years, we have not been going out and buying bamboo product much. I guess it is the direct impact of COVID.
While the traditional bamboo workers struggle to run their businesses, exclusive bamboo stores in the heart of the city has gained traction of public's eye.
So yeah, things have been better. We can see that since then things have been picked up, and you can see there is an openness towards sustainability. There is an openness towards going more natural.
Yeah.
We would love to bring down, the costs much more.
Several schemes and policies are implemented by various governments to widen the scope of bamboo works and its development to boost the economy. The National Bamboo Mission, launched by the government, also aims at setting up 4,000 product development units and to promote its growth and plantation. This is Arunima Bharadwaj reporting for CityCast Bengaluru.
With Holi around us, our reporter Aditya Pandey tells us how colors are very harmful to dogs.
NGOs and animal welfare advocates across the city claim that the festival become a nightmare for stray animals.
Holi is one of those times when we're quite careful about where we let our dogs roam around or go for walks, because the colors that people use are quite chemical intensive and they very easily cause irritation to the skin, and if these dogs happen to lick them, and treating these irritations and skin issues are not an easy feat because it's a long process of treatment. It's not like a 5-day antibiotic treatment and done.
Most colors contain mercury sulfate and metal pieces, exposing street animals to skin diseases and eye injuries. People for Animal NGOs say recently more people have shown disregard and violated animals in the name of celebration.
If you look at the incidence of dogs being brought to clinics and pet centers, there is a definite increase. There's so many of them, hundreds of them, which are being affected by the holy colors and throwing.
Even though people are switching to organic colors, veterinary hospitals have also reported cases of animals facing respiratory issues due to inhalation of color powders.
There are different types of colors that chalk-based one. So that actually causes a lot of irritation to animals. So it will be sticking to their body hair and they keep licking it. That will cause severe vomiting also in some dogs.
Animal rights activists and NGOs are trying to raise awareness among citizens to not to show colors by sharing posters, sending notices to apartments and creating social media posts. This is Aditya Pandey reporting for CityCast.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
For more updates, log on to our website citycast.in.
Team CityCast wishes all viewers a happy and safe Holi.
Happy Holi!